A couple of the besties had this question. How do you include debt payments in your budget if you do not have a side hustle? And I would like to answer that question in this video. This is actually one of the perfect videos to answer that question because I will be completing my budget. I will be including the debt payments in my budget as if I don't have a side hustle. And then I also did get a bonus, so this is also going to be helpful for this answer. So if that is something that you are here for, me completing my payday routine, which is my bi-weekly paycheck, even though I heard it's not bi-weekly, that it's bi-monthly, I don't know. I'm paid every 2 weeks. So I'm completing my budget, and then I'm also going to be answering that question. So if that is something that you like to hear, go ahead and stay tuned. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine, aka a Budget Treasurers, and here on my channel I talk about all things finance with the emphasis on budgeting, saving money, and paying off debt. It is so nice to meet you. I am so glad that you decided to click on my video and check out the channel. If you would like to become a bestie, I really encourage that you subscribe and then make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you know anytime that I upload a new video. If you are a returning bestie to the channel, hey girl, hey, I am so glad that you are here again to stop by and engage. And let's get into it. So I have my planner here, and everything that I use will be linked down below. I get questions about what I'm using, so you can just find everything in the description. So we are hopping over to November, and this is my very first paycheck in the month of November. I'm a paycheck to paycheck budgeter, which means that I budget my paychecks instead of budgeting the full month. So looking at my overall calendar here for November, I am paid on the 10th, and this is my bonus check. So I'm definitely excited about that. And there is something that I need to take care of, and we'll talk about it once I get into the actual budget. But the bills that I need to pay is my water bill. My Capital One bill has already been paid. I need to pay my tax bill, life insurance, personal loan, car insurance, Macy's is paid off, Amazon Prime, and that's it. So these are all of the bills that I need to pay with this paycheck. And then my mom's birthday is on the 11th. So I definitely want to give her a gift. So I have my November paycheck tracker here, budget tracker, and we're gonna start completing this. So my rollover from the last paycheck is $28.86, you guys. My rollover was not a lot. And then for my paycheck, this is what I am going to be including in my for the budget to be able to take care of everything. So that is going to be a total of, the paycheck amount is going to be $2,474.30. And when I add those two figures together, I get $2,503.16. So this is what I'm going to be working with. I am going to complete the fixed expenses, and we'll talk about it once I'm back.
Just pulled up to the house, don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window. I've been doing.
So the total here for the bills is $497.80. And of course we take 2503.16 and then we subtract $497.80. It's $2,005.36. Also, I have a bill here that I need to pay that's not really my bill. It is my daughter's bill that I need to pay. And I don't know if I should put it in the bills area. Well, yeah, I'm gonna put it in the bills area actually because like I have to pay this. So let me remove this. I didn't think about that before. So remember, anything that I put here happens first. I'm gonna put it in pink because it's not like a normal bill. It's just a one-time bill. I need to pay for her school. And I do want to talk about expenses for our kids. Definitely, if that is something that you would be interested in, really with an emphasis on children who are in college or who are 18 and up, because those expenses are a little bit different. I do want to do a video on that. I know usually we talk about finances for our children who are under 18, but very rarely do we talk about the expenses of our children once they turn 18 and are in college. So I do want to talk about that. If that is something that you would like to hear or talk about and discuss, just go ahead and leave me some people in the comment. So it could be a girl, boy, one of those people emojis. And so for her school, I need to pay, let me get my note. So for her school, I need to pay $872.50. I think that's the total price. And I need to pay it by the 15th, I think. So this actual bonus came in clutch, right on time. So 38, so let me calculate this over again. 3870 plus 50 plus 112.90 plus 133.72 plus 146.33 plus 16.15 plus 872.50. So that's 11370.30. And if we subtract 2503.16, that gives us remaining $1,132.86. Oh goodness, that looks terrible. All right, so let's talk about all of the bills that I have. So for my fixed expenses, tithes is already taken out of the paycheck before I even put it here. And mortgage, as we talk about all the time, the mortgage is in a separate account. The mortgage is it's in a separate checking account that I never see. And water bill is $38.70. I pay my water bill every other month. Taxes, $50. Life insurance, $112.90. Personal loan, $133.72. Car insurance, $146.33. And then Amazon Prime, $16.15. And then my daughter's school, $872.50. So that's $1,070.30. And then the leftover is $1,132.86. Now I am going to go down to the variable expenses, and this is where I have the groceries, household, like the other part of the four walls that I have to take care of. That's going to be in this section, so I'm going to complete it and then come back. All right, so now here in the variable expenses, I have groceries, $200, household, $40, toiletries, $40, and gas, $175. That's a total of $455, leaving a leftover of $677.86. So now up in the area of sinking funds, I have $677.86. I'm gonna take a look at my sinking funds to see if there are any sinking funds that I could possibly pull back on, especially because of this big expense. So I'm going to look over the sinking funds that I do have and then determine which ones I'm going to save for this paycheck, and then I'll be right back. All right, so I actually didn't take out of anything. I actually did include all of my sinking funds. The only sinking fund that I might not take out is HOA, and that is because I am half a month ahead on my HOA. So I can pull back from HOA and then just use half of what I already have, and then when I get the other half, I'll still have my entire payment for the month of December. But I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna do all of the calculations and then that'll let me know. And partly because I'm gonna be adding more to debt. Once we get down to this section, then that's where I'll really be able to determine if I'll be taking out the HOA. So the sinking funds total is $254. And let's do the calculations and see what would be left over. So we got $423.86. Now with the $423.86, this is how I am taking out of my regular 9-to-5 paycheck. I'm looking to see how much my bills are, how much my expenses are, how much my sinking funds are, and this lets me know how much money I can add extra to debt. Now, let's say that this number, well, first, let's look at my minimum payment that I need to pull for debt. I'm going over to my debt-free workbook journey, my debt-free journey workbook. And this is where I am keeping track of all of the debt that I have paid off and my minimum payments and such. So the new minimum payment that I have to make that has been rolled over into or that has been snowballed is $290.88. That is this minimum payment, all the highlighted minimum payments. It equates to $290.18. So I'm saving $145 per paycheck, and that is snowballing into this Capital One payment that I need to pay. And I will just continue doing that where the where you can see here the minimum payment is $113, but I'm paying an additional amount so that I can pay it off sooner. So if I didn't have a side hustle, I would be taking $145 out every single paycheck. I'll take a look here and I'll say, okay, so if I only have $423.86 left, I do have the $145 to take out to pay towards debt. If I did not, I would not take out sinking funds. I would scratch that to where I would have that $677. The only thing, HOA would probably move over here. And because some of these sinking funds is bills. So the HOA and the trash would move over here. And I would still have to save that because I have to pay those bills. And then the rest of it, I would just equate to debt. I hope that made sense. But because I have enough left over, $423.86, I am going to still take out for my sinking funds. And that's the $145. This is going towards debt. This is my debt minimum payment snowball that I will be snowballing into my Capital One credit card. I take this out even though I have a side hustle. in the event that I don't make any money from my side hustle, or that money has to go to something else, I still have my minimum payments that I'm able to make, those snowballs, so that I'm not stopping the process. It may be slowing down, but I'm not stopping it, and I'm still making progress. That's why I do both. That's why I still take out the minimum payment that I'm snowballing, and I still make the payments through with my side hustle, okay? And then I take the $423.86 and I subtract $145. That leaves me with $278.86. And this is savings. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know I had to buy a new battery, and that was $204. And I do want to put that money back into my emergency. So I am going to save $200. So savings total will be $200. That's gonna leave me with the leftover of $78.86. Now, this $78.86 is gonna go to my spending account. I'm finally going to use my spending account how it's supposed to be used. So I do have a bill account. I opened up a spending account so that that's separate. So in the event that I have to go over budget for anything, it is not going to come out of the bill account. It is going to come out of the spending account. So that way there is no movement out of my bill account. The only movement is legit bills, like bills on bills on bills. And if I go over for variable expenses, that will come out of the spending account. I just really want to get to the place where I'm really using my accounts the way that they're supposed to be used. And that's how I have it for my mortgage account. Nothing goes in, nothing comes out. That's mortgage only. I want to have the same thing for my bills so that I can then begin to put more of my bills on auto pay. And it'll just work out so much better that way. And then for my variable expenses, this will be any extra money that, you know, if I have any type of overages or anything like that, or over budget, then it's going to come out of that spending account. And that is pretty much it. This is my budget. And that is pretty much it. This is my budget for my first paycheck in the month of November. I hope that I explained that clearly. But if not, please leave any other questions down in the comments. Remember, I am going to link everything that I am using down below. Oh, this shouldn't go right here. I'm going to take the cash out, and then I will be doing a cash stuffing. I do need to update my bill tracker as well, because some of these bills I no longer have. And so I will be doing that soon. I'm thinking about just doing it for the new year, start fresh. So we will see. But that is all for this video. If you guys have any questions, once again, please leave them down in the comments. And I will see you besties in the next video. Go be great. Peace out.
Give it a good. I put that on God when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go.